Before RMU, I was a fairly confident person, but I didn't have a sense of direction. After RMU, and because of RMU, I'm significantly more confident. I've been able to develop my public speaking skills, and I have a sense of direction. I feel like my ultimate dream job is doing just what I'm doing right now. Part of what I do is building up students, so I'll take something that's unique about them and I'll celebrate it, we'll build it up. The other thing that I do is I break down barriers. I feel like everybody has some barriers naturally, but a lot of what I'm asked to do in my role is to help break those barriers down. So if you grew up in an all-white community, you've never had a conversation with a black person, you've got some barriers that are up. I have the opportunity to help break those barriers down through diversity training, through just one-on-one meeting sessions. We have fun social events. I would say the best part about my job is watching that light bulb go off in someone's life when that person for the first time has a conversation with someone that's just outside of who they are, and then they say, wow, this person is more like me than I thought. I appreciate those moments. I would say the person who probably had one of the biggest effects on my life was Holly McGraw. Holly was a student here at Robert Morris University, and she invited me to be a member of America's Promise. It was my first time having a hands-on experience with people who probably wouldn't go to college if someone didn't intervene. The first few weeks I was being cussed at and people were yelling at me and just being very disrespectful, and Holly said, Paul, if you just hang in there, if you just focus on the big picture, you're really working to change their life. If you just focus on that, in a few weeks you'll see that they'll love you like you've never been loved before from a student. And it was the truth. By the end of the program, I had kids coming up to me and saying, hey, thank you, Mr. Paul, for hanging in there. And so that experience changed my life. It changed how I wanted to do things. And now that I'm in multicultural student services, I teach people that the world isn't just about you. Your community is inclusive of everybody. There's a bigger picture up there. Robert Morris has a newspaper, The Century. There was a student who was interviewed and wrote that I had changed her life, and I had no idea. And basically, her name is Shanae, and she said, I came to Robert Morris and I was quiet and I was shy, and I really was kind of thinking about transferring until I met Paul Spradley. Paul Spradley kind of pushed me to be a better communicator. He pushed me to get involved with student groups, and he says that's going to help make your college experience. I didn't realize that I had such an effect on Shanae's life, but when I read that, I said, oh man, that's awesome, because I could see Shanae now. She's the vice president of a couple student groups. She's getting involved on campus. She's a freshman mentor, so she's directly affecting other people's lives. It's very much that pay it forward method. It's really a humbling experience when someone comes back to you and they say, you know, you really changed my life, thank you. It makes me feel good on the inside.